Hello and welcome to Clone Wars Weekly, the only show that broadcasts directly from the Fresher in the Clone Bar. I am Ronin, and these are my co-hosts.
The idiots!
Yeah. Wait, hold on, I need to wash my hands. We're in the bathroom after all.
Okay. And today we have decided to consolidate our efforts and cut our losses. We are recording for the last two episodes of the Order 66 arc. Fugitive and Orders, am I correct?
Yeah, it's a buy one, get one free special.
Precisely. This arc, now that I've finished watching it, I'm depressed.
Yeah, it kinda sucked.
It really did. I mean, I'm not saying that because it had, like, a bad ending. I mean... Actually, wait, I guess I am. What I mean is, I'm not saying that because it had a depressing ending. I'm saying it because it had a bad ending. I really didn't like these episodes. At all. I mean, sure, like, the animation was great when we got to see it, like, showcased, because most of the time you're just walking around in hallways and stuff. But,
and talking.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've blithered on long enough. What did you two meat sacks think of this episode?
Can I continue?
Yeah, please.
Can I continue to spoil it? Like,
Yeah,
go
absolutely.
ahead. Spoiler
They
alert!
killed freaking 5!
That was unforgivable.
Jess, didn't you
Look,
remember...
they're lucky they brought back Echo, or I'd still be angry about this.
Jess, didn't you remember posting your top 5 clones video a while back?
Yeah.
She has no soul, though.
Who was on the
Just don't
top?
care about.
5s. Maybe the whole fact that I really didn't like the arc kind of like made my mind and like soul and heart and whatever go, do I really care?
Yeah. I was freaking out about this a while ago when I had first heard about the whole chips and head concept, and at this point, I'm just tired. I don't want really to...
And then it turned into a tumor.
Yeah, and yes, smart. I know it's a good idea that they did it as like a biological cell chip, however that works, rather than something that you detect through a metal detector.
Mm-hmm.
But that still doesn't excuse the logical fallacies behind said concept. How the heck would said thing work? Whatever. Anyway, in these episodes, there were a bunch of things that we should talk about, so we'll begin right now.
Like their failure to execute proper management.
What?
Management.
Explain.
Yeah, I am curious.
But who do you think I am? The person just stuffing things?
Yes, actually.
Well,
You have the floor. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They brought back Echo.
Genius.
Exactly! It is genius! It's the best idea they've had!
Granted.
It's better than killing them off, giving me the limelight, like, hey kid, this is your time to shine. Save this guy. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I saved him.
Okay, back to the topic at hand. Let's talk about some of the more memorable scenes of this particular arc. We're going to exclude the last 2 episodes for obvious reasons, so... What'd you think of AZ and Fives' dynamic? Like when they...
I love them.
Yeah. They had a
AZ,
really good
245.
dynamic.
Like they fall into the water together, and he rides him on his back.
The guy was a frickin' jet ski.
That was...
I hate jet skis. Echo has jet skis now.
That was one of those. There were like 2 scenes where I felt like I was genuinely having fun with this arc, and that was one of them. The water looked great. Like when they like whoosh into it, I was like, oh, this reminds me of Mon Cala all over again.
Don't you always like love it whenever the Clone Wars uses water?
I love water, and the Clone Wars, like in most cartoons, you just see how painfully bad water looks. It's befitting of their style. Go ahead.
But here, you can actually see like the actual ripples, the waves, the bubbles.
Exactly. So for nothing else, this arc gave me some more water.
Water.
Exactly.
They probably hate animating that.
Yeah.
Everybody hates animating water, and I respect them.
Everyone hates animating.
I've heard that water and flowing cloth
I'm speaking from my perspective.
Yeah. It's no wonder that they spent 90% of this arc inside blank hallways, because that's a hell of a lot easier to animate than, well, water.
Yeah.
The last episode, what's that one? Orders? I believe it was called?
No, Conspiracy.
No, last one. No, sorry.
Last one of the arc?
Yes.
Yeah, Orders.
Yeah, but
sorry, my mind's all confuzzled.
Yeah, that happens.
Confuzzled.
That one really stepped up the game, but they're technically reusing the assets we've seen before. I'm a sucker for seeing Coruscant again, and
I'm not.
What'd you think of like the part where they go into that medical facility where Darth Vader was born?
Well, Fives is Darth Vader now. I'm just pointing that out. They could have turned Fives into Vader. He'd have been like, "Rise, my new apprentice. You gonna do stuff and things. And blow up the Jedi."
In that particular
Go
scene,
eat microchips.
In that particular scene, Palpatine orders Shakti and the Doctor out, and he's like, "Trust me," in his always sinister and
not trustable voice,
not obvious Tim Curry voice.
Hey, I'm a bad guy. Look at me.
Fear me.
At this point, it's like he's trying to get them to notice that he's evil.
Yeah, he's always like smiling when he says something sinister.
Come on, notice me. Notice I'm evil. I've put all this thought into this plan, and none of you have figured it out yet, you idiots. Notice me.
I liked how he tells Fives about what he's been doing, and evidently none of the other clones care.
Cared, apparently.
Because they were all in the same room.
Yeah,
or they're already in the know.
Yeah, I guess maybe they were already in the know for that. Because
they're like Palpatine's personal guard.
Here's something. What if this is like out of character thought here? What if Palps tried to put the old school charm on Fives?
That's what happened. Hello, Fives, my dear. Let me stroke your Fu Manchu.
I was like, heck no, man. I ain't into that, man. And he ran out.
And all the other clones were like,
exactly what happened. And all the other clones were just standing there like, this is freaking creepy.
Oh my gosh.
That's exactly what happened.
That is definitely what happened. But then how would Fives have learned about Order 66? I guess Palpatine whispered it gently in his ear.
Yeah.
Whispering sweet nothings in Order 66 in Fives' ear.
Anyway, that sort of bothered me, but I guess, maybe there's some sort of excuse. Regardless, it is painful to watch what Nala Se did to Fives with the, she injected him somehow, and
she doped him up.
How did Shakti not notice that?
She was looking in the opposite direction.
What would...
Use the Force, Shakti!
Conveniently. These so-called...
You don't have multiple people you see that these two disagree with each other frequently. You're just gonna sit there and not watch full time? You're not gonna have, another clone on standby actually watching him?
No, of course
What if
not.
Fives broke out, killed her? Like, you snuck up behind Shakti, put a gun against her head, was like, I like you. I'm gonna kill you last. And then he shoots the pilot and jumps out the ship. What if that happened?
Wait, while still in space.
While still in freaking space.
How's that gonna work? He's gonna die.
How do you know? Are you Fives?
You can't breathe in space, dude.
He's Echo's brother.
So?
Anything is physically possible whenever you're related to Echo.
What?
Just hear me out here.
Space doesn't work that way.
Yeah, space also doesn't have sound in it.
You have a good point, but we're not going there, okay? That's a whole nother
We don't have
topic.
time for
This
that
is
on
not
this
the
episode.
space podcast. We're not Nova.
Right. Anyway,
What?
it's PBS. It's something that Jess watches all the time. Anyway,
Wait, what?
so then on Coruscant, we're treated to one of the most interesting scenes that one could use to compare Coruscant to New York when he goes into this cab with a cabbie. I kind of liked it and didn't at the same time.
I thought the guy was hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh no, Mr. Jess is gonna use her weird wannabe New Yorker voice again,
I don't
isn't
have one of those.
she? Yes, you do. You always do it.
You're right by that.
Don't you lie to yourself.
I don't have a New York accent.
I did like that scene for the one fact that Fives. That was the one scene where I kind of really liked the way Fives was like talking differently. You could tell he had found out and was pissed.
Yeah.
And that was good. And then we're treated to the clone bar sequence.
Where we run into kings.
This was before that, this is your Republic tax dollars at work. That was like one of the...
This is where you... That was an ode to America right there.
That was one of the funniest things I've seen this whole arc.
This is where your tax monies go.
I,
Worth every penny.
That was the other scene I was referring to earlier that I genuinely enjoyed out of this arc. That was freaking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
The drunk clones?
Yes, the drunk clones. Love those guys.
Then one just goes Fives or hat.
For some reason, that's hilarious.
I like you, man. Have a hat.
You can have my hat. I have another one at home.
Hats off to you, good sir. And then he pats Bob's on the back and sends him on his way.
So then we get to see Kix, who I actually didn't realize was Kix until Quinton pointed it out.
I always freaking knew it was Kix. You don't look at Kix's head and notice automatically that it's Kix?
I can't
How
tell
don't you
the
know
clones
his
apart.
markings, Ronin? What's wrong with you?
Apparently Ronin thinks
Also, on
that-
the wall, this is just
Never
like
mind.
a little... This is pointless. This is completely pointless. On the wall, you can see that it says Django Fett.
Quinton has been taking Arabish classes.
Yeah.
And I've been reading random crap. I don't even have any point in
It is a
knowing this stuff.
nightmare whenever we go on the Old Republic now, because it's just like walking around.
And I'll be like, hey, I'm at the Moonlight District. Wait, I'm at the Moonlight,
You're at the Red
well, it
Light
doesn't matter.
District.
No, I'll be like, hey, I'm at the train station. They're like, where the heck is that? I'm like, can't you read the sign?
It's like, no, we can't read the billboards.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, for some reason, Fives decides to walk around without a helmet, and that is how he gets caught because the
His
droid
5.
sees him.
He has a freaking 5 on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Echo's right. Echo's smart to not have tattoos. He's like, nah, man, if I ever go down, I'm not going down with a tattoo on my head.
Well, now he looks like a Lobot, so he'd be pretty easy to spot.
No. 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 False.
Echo's Lobot.
Yep.
Echo ain't no Lobot. Stop
So-
making that comparison. The Echo community disdains that comparison.
So then there's
Like,
a
it was 10 times
tense
better than
sequence in the warehouse. I guess somehow the virus that the cloner infected him with made him start to go insane.
Yeah. And the whole combination of him finding out the truth and everything and that kind of stuff.
Right.
The truth will set you free unless it involves a disease. And
So,
Yeah.
long story short, Fox shows up and shoots Fives in the chest.
well, no, not before Fives like clearly states that there's some crap that's going down.
Yeah, but they
And
dismiss
Anakin
him
just disregards it.
They dismiss him because he looks crazy.
Yeah, because he looks great. See, this is why, again, why Echo doesn't wear tattoos. Because people, tattoos may be cool and all, but idiots those days were like, hey, you're wearing a tattoo? No, man, you ain't no professional. I ain't taking your word for nothing.
Really?
And Bob's is all like, I'm professional. How dare you say something like that, good sir? I wipe my hands of your filth, and I exit this premises.
And I noticed one thing. It seemed
What?
like before Fives brought up the whole like Palpatine stuff, Anakin looked like he was gonna be like starting with Fives. But as soon as Palpatine was brought up, Anakin was like,
Anakin's an idiot.
Well,
No offense to
so
Anakin
it has
fans.
to do with the fact that
eh,
Anakin and Palpatine are spending some sexy time together in the back.
they're bros.
Seriously, the guy could be talking about how he's skinning puppies for his Thanksgiving dinner,
and
and
Anakin's
Anakin
all
would
like,
Anakin would automatically.
"It's necessary
take
for the
like,
Republic."
Yeah, I guess it's necessary, man. You know, it's cool,
Anakin,
man.
it's-
No, it's cool, man. That's what you're into, you know. I'm cool with that.
Anakin's teacher's pet. Let's just put it that way.
Very much so.
And this is exactly what I imagined Palpatine, what was running through Palp's head whenever he threw him into that reactor shaft. Like, I thought we was blood, man.
That's exactly right. Oh, so
Gosh,
yeah,
that's painful.
Fox shoots Fives right through the chest. Never mind the fact that they had been using stun bolts on Camino. Never mind the fact that
When has Fox ever been one to follow the stunning law? He tried to shoot Ahsoka, for goodness sakes.
I know, but in that one it was all like she killed my brothers, so I guess that's sort of okay. But
Yeah.
But in this
But-
situation, okay, there's two alternatives. One, Fox is a dick, and two, Fox is a dick, and he was
Fox
told by
had every
Palpatine.
freaking opportunity to kill Cad Bane. No offense, Mr. Jess. I understand you're on that side of the street when it comes to this Cad Bane stuff. But he had an opportunity to shoot Cad. Like,
We've
he's like,
talked
hey,
about
put that
this
down,
before.
man. Put that down. He's like, nope, I'm gonna blow him up. I'm like, no, I'm gonna shoot you. And he shoots him. It could have been over.
Well,
But no, have you realized the only time he's ever been effective in taking down people was when like he was with Zero,
Yeah.
or when it was like people from his own team.
Fox is an asshole, and it's pretty clear.
Exactly.
It's pretty clear that he was told by Palps to shoot him because there's really no other explanation on this. Even though
Fox like show up.
because otherwise he'd just shoot him with a
Episode
stun bolt, you know?
Fox
Exactly.
is Palpatine's clone. I just realized that.
They basically, yeah.
Definitely
Even though
Palpatine.
isn't he like replaced with someone else? And
I think it's Thyre, right?
yeah, that's it. Thyre.
Fox is part of the Coruscant
Thank
Guard.
goodness.
What do you mean?
I like
Thank
Thyre.
goodness. They're both equally jerks.
No, they are not, Ronin.
Wasn't Thyre in...
Thyre
Ambush?
was in the first episode, yeah.
Really? That was
Yeah.
him?
Yes, that was Thyre.
Thyre, Jack, and
He
Reed,
had to
right?
he had to like crutch and stuff
Hmm.
with Yoda.
I have completely forgotten.
You forgot it was Jack Reese and Thyre.
Yeah.
Like, and then Yoda was there too.
Against droids.
Why do I
and
remember their
Ventress.
names? Why do I remember that?
Anyway. So moving on, that was basically the way the episode wraps up, except for that we have one pointless scene at the end where it's all like, I got the chips now, and yes, everything's...
Oh, let me just say something.
That one was really forced. I'm sorry. Keep
No,
going.
let me just say something. for a week or so, or whatever, I don't care. I did care, but now, it doesn't matter. Domino Squad was dead. For a week, Domino Squad was officially dead. Like, everyone was gone.
Dead and buried.
Dead, buried, gone, ashes, crumbled skeletons, whatever. It doesn't matter what they were. But they were gone until Echo came back in your freaking faces. There's my point. Also, quick analogy. I don't know how to pronounce it. Quick analogy of Fives' death. I love that guy, and not as much as I love Echo, because.
Can you please get to the point?
I know. I'm getting to the point. Shut your face. Fives lives on in the hearts of many. Ronin, play the American theme here.
Dun 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 dun.
No, that's the wrong one, Ronin. It's
Dun 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 dun.
We're gonna get in trouble for this.
Okay, Quinton, first of all, why are you singing the American theme?
Because this is where your tax dollars go, Ronin.
We're gonna get copyright claim.
We can't get sued by a freaking America.
Can we though?
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna say let's move on to our own personal reviews and opinions.
Let's wrap this up?
I'll get it. I've been trying to distance myself from that,
Let's wrap this one up.
Yeah. It doesn't feel the same whenever Ronin doesn't say it.
Okay, let's let Jessica go first since Quinton had his long rant.
So overall, the Order 66 arc could have been a whole lot better in my opinion.
But it could have been. Could it be worse? This is your opinion. Keep
Yeah. Anyway, animation was all good. Music was good. Interaction between Fives and AZ was awesome.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
But
AZ is dead now. They're gonna go disintegrate.
No, he's not.
Well, Quinton? These Kaminoans are jerks. You can clearly see. He knows too much. They're just gonna go disintegrate him. Fives isn't there to protect him anymore. Okay.
or wipe his memory.
Hey,
I like to imagine that does not happen.
Well, you can imagine all you like, but that's the way it's clearly been set up.
Or AZ becomes a psychopath and starts killing everyone on Camino.
Anyway.
Sorry, Jess. Keep going. I just wanted to say that.
Anyway, it was a little under par, and at the end of the day, on an overall rating scale, 5 cloned babies out of 10.
Okay, so basically, yeah, 2.5. Okay. But yeah, 5 out of 10. Say it. Psst. Quinton, go.
Yes.
Go!
Yes,
your review.
Oh. Well, I'm Echo, and this is my review of the episode, the arc. Crap, reviewing the whole arc. Ew. Well, it was good, ish. First episode was, set up, I guess. And then it moved on to Camino. And then Barris was there. Chuck T was there. And then Echo showed up with Fives when Fives was in surgery with AZ, and the person doing his surgery was Kix. I liked that scene. That was my favorite one. Yeah. Then when Echo was there and Fives woke up from his surgery, Echo was like, "Hey, we got to go to Ilum." And Barris was like, "Hey, yeah, I'm going with you to Ilum." And then they went to Ilum and they blew up a bunch of stuff. So I'd like to give this arc 3. Out of 5. Yeah.
3 out of 5. Okay.
That's a good rating, right?
Completely. Yeah, yours. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, after that debacle of a sentence, oh wow, how do I even start for this arc? I was opposed to the idea since Square One. I mean, I hate the idea of chips in clone heads. Before there had been the pre-established Karen Travis version. See, you know, I always go against like Karen Travis stuff with Republic Commando books and whatnot.
Yeah.
But she had a logical reason that the idea was, as soon as Order 66 happened, and they were told that all Jedi were traitors, the clones kind of got a bit upset about that. Like Bakura, is that how you say his name?
Sounds about right.
Bakar.
Bakara, whatever.
Yeah, Bakar.
I'm sure it was Bakura, but
Bakara.
CT, I believe it's CT.
the important part was he was all upset about.
1138.
He was all like saying that all these clones gave their lives for the Jedi, and they were all turned traitor. So that kind of pissed them off and gave them a logical, emotional reason to want to follow through with an established order. Now we have it so that it is all some master plan that they had established from Square One, and it's like, yes, we have this Order 66 plan, and it's perfect. Never mind the fact that it was supposed to be just like a contingency plan that everyone knew about, or even if they didn't know about, it was a contingency plan for clones. Now it's just some sort of secret plot, and I hate it. And there's one other thing. There's one other thing. At the end, they say that Fives and Tup must have drank something on a planet, and that was what set their chips off and made them go crazy. That was what Palps used as the cover-up. Never mind the fact that we saw clearly the difference between the two chips. Like, Shaak-Ti saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She saw that one was, like, all shriveled and nasty, and the other looked just fine. These Jedi are so stupid! 1 out of 5.
Are you okay, man?
Let's wrap this up, shall we?
Let's wrap this one up, Sugar Cube!
What? That's it.